This is Lori Drier from Fort Worth, and I'm in the music room. I've respected the attitude of pride. Bow down to humanism, hey, a prideful life. Kinda like I could save me from the sins I commit. Kinda like a criminal bending the bars. You're telling me I'm great. You're telling me I'm a sinner, I'm a saint. Kinda like Mother Mary, all on account of you. Say it once again, 'cause I'm starting to believe you. Say it once again, 'cause I'm learning to believe, and I shall believe. Convinced of ignorance and the bliss that lies there. Duplicity becomes my closest friend. And you say you want everything, even my soul. Oh, and I dance around you like a gypsy leaving home. You're telling me I'm clean. You're telling me I'm a lover, I'm a friend. Kinda like a virgin bride, all on account of you. Oh. Hi, say it once again, 'cause I'm learning to believe you. Say it once again, 'cause I'm learning to believe, and I shall believe. I shall believe. Thank you.
I like it.
Thanks. Thank you.
That was called Mystery. Tell us how that song was born.
Well, I was drinking beer on the front porch one night, and I had just been to a Patty Griffin concert, and I came home and wrote it like in 10 minutes. Or,
wow.
I don't know. It was one of those I wrote really fast.
Don't you love it when that happens?
Yeah, that doesn't happen very often.
Yeah.
But, yeah, it just felt really
They like jump
free
out into your
and-
fountain pen, you know? Yeah.
Yeah.
It was just a good one to write at that time.
Awesome. You have a song called Tractor. Tell us about that one.
Well, I grew up, like I said, in Kansas. My dad farmed. He was a wheat farmer, and we had cattle, and he dairied for many years. And if you're in Kansas and you look down the field, you see straight rows. When they've just planted or whatever, there's straight rows in front of you. And so the song was inspired by my dad.
Yeah.
standing barefoot with the sun on my back. I can see the beginning, no straight roads in front of us, the way it's always been. My body aching, and the rain is coming soon. I can taste the salt, oh, breath drops on my fingertips, the way it's always been. I can only do this for so long. My sweat falls on the leather next to me. Sweat turns to mud and my smooth skin's dirty. And it's bigger than we thought, 1,000,000 miles away. Drive this tractor to the moon. Every time I see him, I am amazed. I can't believe he's been doing this for so long. It's the way it's always been. He can only do this for so long. His sweat falls on the leather next to him. Sweat turns to mud and his rough skin's dirty. And it's bigger than we thought, 1,000,000 miles away. Drive this tractor to the moon. Thanks. Thank you. Yeah.
I know who you remind me of.
Oh.
Sean Colvin.
Oh, that's a compliment, and she has influenced me.
There were moments in there, I agree.
Yeah.
See that. Yeah.
Yep.
Thank you. Yeah.
You've got a song called Truly Yours. Tell us about that.
Well, when we moved back to Fort Worth from Seattle, we moved to this area of Fort Worth called Fairmount District, which is in the hospital district, and I found out that in the early 1900s that area was mainly just dirt and tumbleweeds and coyotes and jackrabbits, and then slowly people began to settle and built homes there, and these homes are old. And I just think about the stories, and so there was this book where they had said that someone had found a note in the floorboard of a home, and they pulled it out and read it, and it said, "You boys stay home, we'll be home before very late." I just started to think about how much less complicated things were back then, and maybe safer. They could leave their kids at home. Families gathered together more. They didn't have cell phone. They didn't have the distractions.
Yeah.
You boys stay home. We'll be home before it's very late. Don't stray from home. We'll be home before it's very late. Moon shines on a dark black night, and the little birds fall asleep high in the trees. And life is just less complicated. I'll leave a handwritten note on my bed, on my bed. I'll leave a handwritten note on my bed, on my bed. Please find it soon on my bed, on my bed. Very truly yours, very truly yours. behind the train tracks, behind the filling station, under the maples, she held her baby. Shine like an angel, shines like an angel, but her face looks sad. Maybe she's sad, and life is just less complicated. I leave a handwritten note on my bed, on my bed. Leave a handwritten note on my bed, on my bed. Please find it soon on my bed, on my bed. Very truly yours, very truly yours. Sanctuary and the stained glass windows, all the churches and the bars where the families gather. What you preaching today? What you preaching today? I want adjustment away from a happy life, and life is just less complicated. I leave a handwritten note on my bed, on my bed. I leave a handwritten note on my bed, baby, on my bed. Please find it soon on my bed, on my bed. Very truly yours, very truly yours. Thank you. Thanks.
I like the way she paints a picture.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, I like to close my eyes when somebody's singing and try to get their image that they're painting. It was easy to do with that song.
Yeah. Yeah. And her next song is "Come to the Table." I bet I can guess what this is about.
You think?
Maybe.
Right.
As a family, we all gathered around the table for dinner, and that just doesn't happen anymore, really.
Ooh, good. I love that interpretation. I actually was inspired by being in the Pacific Northwest and also coming from a faith background. I married a woman, and then I'm also, on the other hand, a Christian. And so I had to go through a really long period of a crisis of beliefs with that. Have come a long way, and just my beliefs now have kind of opened up, and I feel like God has gotten bigger and less black and white, and that all are included. That
God is love.
God loves
Yeah,
everybody.
exactly.
No, He is love.
Yeah. Yes.
So He's not going to stop loving you
Yeah. Right.
for anything.
Yeah.
He can't, because He would stop being God.
Yeah, and that was the inspiration, is that we are all welcome around the table.
Absolutely.
Come on, and even a call to an invitation to conversation. Like, I feel like, come on, and put your elbows on the table with me, and let's have a conversation. Even if you don't agree with me, let's have a conversation and have some wine and break the bread and satisfy each other.
Well, Lori, congratulations on your marriage. I had no idea.
Thank you. Yes. Also, this is a nod to Ani DeFranco. Where are you now? I invite you to walk alongside me. I want to be close to you. I hear you talking. Come along, come undone with me. Can we sit at the table, break the bread, drink the wine, oh, satisfy me? And no matter where you are in life's journey, I want you here with me. So come to the table. You are welcome, as I am welcome. Come, rest a while. You'll be one among the many, but certainly not the least. Is there room in this place for the unanswered questions we all face? Because I don't claim to have all the answers, but I want to uncover them slowly. Can we take it slowly? Hold on to me. This is holy, holy, holy. And no matter where you are in this life, I want you here with me. Come to the table. You are welcome, as I am welcome. Come, rest a while. You'll be one among the many, but certainly not the least. Thanks.
Really
Thank
like
you.
that song.
Yeah.
Nice song.
Very nice.
Very good song.
Looks like we have another dad song. Farmer.
I know. I was gonna. Yeah. Do we have enough time for?
Oh, we
We're
have
doing
plenty
good on
of
time?
time.
Okay.
Right.
Absolutely.
What song? Are we
Farmer.
doing? Farmer. Okay.
About her daddy.
You don't go to school to be a farmer. They don't teach it in the books. Either you are or you are not one. And probably you aren't. Oh, the Kansas sunset. They could take away any regrets. And the silence speaks so loud, you can hear your own heart pound. And you probably have a million things on your mind. Details influence a nickel and a dime. Probably feel a little impractical being singularly focused as a farmer. Yeah, as a farmer. A farmer doesn't fret about distractions. Oh, he faces what is real. Wonder about the strength in his arms and the power of the coming thunderstorm. And you probably have a million things on your mind. Details influence a nickel and a dime. Probably feel a little impractical being singularly focused as a farmer. I gave you the shortened version.
You don't have to.
That song.
We're not in any hurry. You don't have to do that. You don't have to do that. You've got a song called Big Train. Tell us about that.
You really want to know?
Yeah.
About this? Okay, I wrote this one again in Seattle, and I was at the time I was attending a seminary school And it was right facing the Puget Sound, which is so beautiful.
It is beautiful up there.
Yeah.
Lake Washington, the whole thing is gorgeous.
Yes. The beauty is something I never got hardened to or whatever. It was always beautiful to me. There was also train tracks out there, and while I was in the seminary, I came face to face again with faith and sexuality. I remember days of just wanting to run outside the door, to find my way, to get away from people that scared me and I scared them, and fear is a big thing. And the thing I have learned over the years, at least for me in my own faith, is that we don't get to lay claim on God, or, we are all invited to the table. This one's another one called Big Train, so I'll play it for you. We slip out the back stairs. We both just trying to find our way home. And I waited for you till I was half out of my head, out near the big trains. And we hoped for more than we ever did before. And I need you like Jesus said I would. Every now and again we wind up lonely, out near the big trains. Oh, big red train, rock me, roll me down this track again. Sometimes we get lost, we get found, yeah. And I don't know where, but take us far away from here. We always gotta prove we're right, 'cause we're so scared most of the time. And you lay your claim on God out near these big trains. Well, I'm not better than you, and I ain't worse, so no. On the both of us, God has their claim out near the big trains. Again, 'cause sometimes we get lost, we get found. And I don't know where, but take us far away from. I don't know how, but take us far away from. I don't know where, but take us far away from here. Choo choo choo, choo choo choo.
I like all your songs. It's cool.
Well, shame on those people at seminary for being even the least bit ugly or judgmental.
I think it was just a mixture of people from all different walks of life. In terms of there were a lot of kids coming there from the South, so they came with all their Southern influence, and then there were others of us that were there, and I'm from Kansas, and just a melting pot of all. And we all came with all these different stories, stories and ideals, idealism.
But you still got to go back to the whole thing is God's love. The Bible describes him as love. That needs to be the focus. Everybody needs to focus on that. He can't turn his love off. It's impossible.
Nope.
So it's not who he is.
Yeah.
You're loved. You don't have to worry about that.
Well, she has a song called Blackbird. I bet it's not like the Beatles song or anything, but...
No, it is not. And I debated about calling it Blackbird or Old Crow, But I'll play a little bit of it.
We had one called Old Crow Saturday night.
Yeah.
Butch Morey did it.
Yep.
Oh, Blackbird, sitting on my fence, you see my clothes hanging on the line. You see my garden, eat my peas and broccoli. And what a thief, so am I. Oh, Blackbird, pecking at my tomatoes. My scarecrow doesn't keep you from my tomatoes. Where did your mama go? Does she know you've left the nest? Well, so mischievous, well, so am I. Don't ask me why you belong to darkness for so long. Don't no one know how beautiful you are? Looking right through us on this redemption day. Oh, Blackbird, you have a bad reputation. Watching that gray squirrel sprint across the road. Waiting for traffic to clear, then you dine on fresh squirrel. So mischievous, well, so am I. Don't ask me why you belong to darkness for so long. Don't no one know how beautiful you are? Looking right through us on this redemption day. Thank you. Thanks.
Very nice. This, I can't wait to hear the story too. Jesus ain't the reason she quit smoking. Gotta tell this one.
This one's, I wrote this with my niece, Katie Boytz, and she's, in her 30s now, but we both smoked, and if smoking wasn't bad, I would smoke like a chimney because I love it so much. But I would just love to keep smoking.
I hear you.
I got breast cancer this year, though, or last year.
Oh, no.
Yeah, it was they caught it very early, and it's amazing how, you walk through life and then you find something like that out, and it's so life-changing in the moment, and then you kind of go back to your your old ways and your old ideas and things after, and yet very grateful. Like I remember going through all this grief and gratitude all at once. It was like such a combination of. This song is for anyone who is a smoker or who's an ex-smoker or is jonesing right now, which I'm kind of jonesing right now. It's called Jesus Ain't the Reason She Quit Smoking. She told the man in the door she was sad. He held a package, just a delivery man. Behind her he saw all the marks on the wall, where she wrote, "Oh baby, if I could have stood tall." And he knew if he stayed, he would sure fall for that girl. And danced, though the music never played. He'd stop to talk, sometimes he'd stay. I think it was when she fell in love. He ain't a smoker, though she wished he was. Yeah, she probably thinks it'd be best if he was. Jesus ain't the reason she quit smoking. Strums, thinking the only thing helps is him here. Well, apparently she likes things that are dumb. Apparently the studies have been done that show that these things make you dumb and depressed. But that ain't the reason she put it to rest. No, I think it was when she fell in love. He ain't a smoker, though she wished he was. Yeah, she probably thinks it'd be best if he was. She quit smoking. Buddha hasn't helped her fears. She breathes and prays, and things are still unclear. So she sits and strums, thinking the only thing helps is him here. Stand real tall, facing the sky. Remember that cigarettes won't get you high. Jesus is good, Buddha is too. Cigarette smoking won't get you high. Jesus ain't the reason she quit smoking. Buddha hasn't helped her fears. She breathes and prays, and things are still unclear. So she sits and strums, thinking the only thing helps is him here. Well, the only thing that helps is him here. Thank you very much.
It's been great having you down here today. You've got a song called
Water Bath. Well, it's an experimental song, so it's very.
Well, we're
out
in an
there.
experimental place.
Oh, good. It's perfect. I'm just going to play it for you. For just a few moments, I felt a little good, a little like picking up this pen to begin. It's a dialogue of sorts, perhaps it's the piano. There's a certain motivation in your freedom to deliver the notes, to deliver to my doorway. They're here now, picture the devastating waves, with the bass line moving, so deliberately moving, so slow and low it almost stammers its way. If I had 100,000 strong, sweet, if I sweat so hard from my head down to my bare feet, if I had 100 million dancing their way to my belly, I'd find my way to you eventually. It's not so far away. I don't wanna leave before the surprise comes. I had it once and now it's gone away. Probably in the full moon rising. It's a bit of closing your eyes to believe, and your fingers pass my hips in some sort of complexity. And if I were to meditate on your lips, I'd find a certain motivation in your freedom. It exists so quickly, I can hardly catch my breath. The bass lines are like that, sometimes we gasp and sometimes we rest. And I inhale your smell like never breathing before, as if 1,000 million beats was reaching the peak in the piano chords. If I had 100,000 strong, sweet, if I sweat so hard from my head down to my bare feet, if I had 100 million dancing their way to my belly, I'd find my way to you, I'd find my way eventually. It's not so far away. I don't wanna leave before the surprise comes. We had it once and now it's gone away. Probably in the full moon rising. Slow, a bit slower now. I'm not the prophet anymore. And your hips are nice in a mono-sexy, ridiculous way. And there were too many changes and too many reasons. Dancing down to my belly like a soft water bath, strong and sweet. The bass quiets now. I don't play the bass, you know. Strong, slow, quiet, stop. Thank you very much.
I like it. That was fun.
And your last song tonight is Monday.
Yeah.
I'm glad it's not Monday.
It's definitely Tuesday tonight.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. So tell us about Monday.
This is an older tune, and I wrote this. My sister and two friends, we used to gather. We get together and go have chips and salsa. And I remember just going home after getting with them and just being like, oh, I'm lonely. I feel lonely. I want to go home and be away from them, and just always wanting more. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Anybody ever feel like you want more no matter what? It's like, and
I think that's human nature.
I think it's human nature.
Yeah.
I do.
Yeah. So this song, it used to be called Four Friends, and then I called it Monday, and then so it's both, I guess.
Okay.
I'm just a little bit angry tonight. Maybe even more than I care to realize. somebody stop me before I say too much, before I say something I'll regret, plumb out of my head. And I am so small, and you are bigger than me. And though I don't have all the answers, I want to dig a little deeper, 'cause I'm a seeker. I got a house needs painting, and the bills need paying, and the kitten's in the backyard, and I'm waiting for my glory. I think we're all getting a little bit tired, weary of superficiality. Oh, the passion for more haunts every one of us. Oh, the fact of humanity. And there's something in the air tonight, leaving me so cold, leaving me just a little uncomfortable and a little bit bold. And I am so small, and you are bigger than me. And though I don't have all the answers, I wanna dig a little deeper, 'cause I'm a seeker. I got a house needs painting, and the bills need paying, and the kitten's in the backyard, and I'm waiting for my glory. Thanks, you guys, for having me.
It has been our pleasure having you here. I'm so glad we finally got you in, and you'll be back later this year to do a show. And
open for.
I think we're in September with Sophia Talvik.
Yeah.
Sophia was here earlier this year. You're going to love her.
We're going to have pretty girls on stage that night, aren't we?
Stage and Sophia's husband is, I'll tell you, looks a little like Keith Urban. He's got
he kind of does,
Not too shabby.
No, he's a handsome looking guy. And Jonah, yeah. They'll be here.
What's bringing her this way?
Coming back to see us again.
Yeah, I can see. You know why? The hot cross buns.
She came and did a radio show with us. And
we just reeled her in last time she was here, and she decided to come back. So that's good.
Yeah,
I will say that those hot buns are the best, and with the butter, and then the extra butter that you offered, and then sweet
and
tea.
you're gonna get to take some home with you.
Please,
that's right.
I already got you some bagged up.
Okay, now that our studio audience is salivating and extremely jealous, we'd like to thank you for listening. And keep on listening to us. Gene and Barbara, thank you for the work that you do, taking the lovely pictures of our people. Reno, thank you for the engineering work. And Randy, without you, this wouldn't be possible. Tonight, you are in the music room.